Hi, welcome back. My name is Carson and this is my space where I talk about knitting. Today I have a podcast for you, a kind of special one because it's Knitathon 2024, I guess spring, so that's exciting. So if you're joining from the Knitathon, welcome, and if not, I will link the Knitathon, everything you need to know, the Knitathon schedule, but I'll also talk about it in a minute. So yeah, let's just get into it. So yes, like I said, today is Knitathon time. Sweet Pia, fellow knitter, YouTuber, podcaster, asked me to join in. I've done it the past few times, and she created this day, literally 24 hours, to just dedicate to knitting. I probably will not dedicate, actually I know I won't dedicate 24 hours to knitting, but the fun part is she put together 24 hours full of podcasts and just YouTubers for you to watch. So that lineup is down below. I will link the lineup, I suppose, which is on Pia's website. And I'll also link the YouTuber who is going after me. So yeah, we all have separate time slots. I don't even know what time slot mine is. I'm not prepared, but whenever this video goes up, that's the time slot. So if you're watching as soon as it comes up, welcome. So yeah, I'm excited to be a part of it yet again. And I'm excited to do this podcast. It's been a while. I do not have any finished objects to show you. It might be kind of a quick podcast actually, because I don't have much to show, but that's okay. I've been in kind of a slow pace. If you can't tell, I'm a little sick, and we've been sick for like a month. And so I just haven't wanted to do anything, honestly. Like I've barely been reading, which is out of character at the moment for me. But I'm having fun slowly working on these things, so let's just talk about my whips. First off, I did not prepare it anyway. I feel a little frazzled. I just got off work. It's evening, not when I usually film. I usually film on the weekend, so I apologize if my brain is a little everywhere. But if you're a returning viewer, you're used to that. It's fine. You know how this goes. So I will start off with a half-finished object and a partial whip. Not quite finished yet, but these are some socks. These are, hairs. These are all the Frills by Summerly Knits. They come in a sock pack, which I will link below along with everything else I talk about. It'll all be linked below. These are from my mom for her birthday. A few podcasts ago, I said that I was going to keep them a secret. Spoiler, I did not. I actually brought these with me. We went and visited our hometown last weekend, my family and Logan's family, and my husband for new viewers. And I brought my knitting project bag, and I actually did find a moment to knit after Wilder had gone to bed, my son, and I'm not the type of person who can keep secrets very well, unless they're like an important secret and they're like someone else's secret that, they asked me to keep. But if I have secrets that are like fun secrets, I'm not very good at keeping them. So my mom asked me what I was knitting on, and I wasn't knitting on this, I was knitting on something else, but I was kind of like smiling and like laughing. So I ended up just telling her, I was like, I actually have something here for you. And so I showed her the socks because they were in the same bag, and she tried them on and they fit, or she tried this one on. So honestly, that's good for me to know because now I can use this as a guide for the second sock. But yeah, they're just some shorties. They have a fun frilly edge, which I've always wanted to try. The technique is actually pretty simple. I'm not going to go into it, but I did learn on my second sock to cast on looser to get a bigger frill because you start cuff down. And so this one, it definitely has a frill whenever you put it on your foot though, because I've tried them as well. It doesn't stand out as much. So I think I'm going to try to block them out and really make this part just more frilly. But the second sock is going good because I cast it on loosely. All is good there. I'm already having to take a break. I have some tea today, which is not normal. I do drink tea, but not just during the day, mostly at night. But I have some lemon ginger tea. This is like my third cup today. That's how I'm feeling. That tells you everything you need to know. So yeah, that's my sock. And I finished this one, and I'm working on the second. So yeah, I don't know, you might can tell, the frill is a little bit more pronounced. But I'm to the easy part of knitting. I have already done the heel, flap, gusset. I'm on to just the straight part, which honestly is kind of the hardest part for me, knitting the foot. Just knitting. It's hard for me. I don't know why, especially in socks. It feels like the longest part of the sock, but here we are. My mom's birthday is in May, in the middle of May, so I gave myself plenty of time. I casted these on 2 months ago, I think, and I've been doing them very slowly. which is okay. I'm definitely in a slow season of knitting right now, but I'm enjoying it. And yeah, this is the sock I am using. Oops, wrong label. I actually brought them today because I felt like being a good podcaster. I don't usually keep my labels, but I found this one. This is Lang J-Wall, and it's cotton stretch 4-ply, superwash, and the makeup is 45% wool, 35% cotton, 13% polyamide, and 7% polyester. You might can hear my hound dog in the back. He's in the backyard barking at probably a cat. Excuse him. So yeah, this is kind of, in my mind, it's a summer blend because it has cotton in there, and I can definitely feel the cotton. I don't mind working with this yarn. It knits up fine. It does split a little bit, but I mean, I usually have to pay attention to my knitting. I have tried to look away, and I do sometimes whenever I watch movies and stuff, but I have to keep my eyes on it or else I'll end up splitting or dropping stitches, so I'm not the person who just goes rogue and doesn't look while I knit. But, so I mean, if I split, I catch it pretty easily. But I mean, yeah, it is rough on my hands, and I think that's why these socks are going so slow, and it's definitely because of the cotton. So yeah, but these will be really fun once they're done to like package up. Even though my mom knows she's getting them now, it'll still be fun to show her the final result and package them up in a neat little birthday bag. But yeah, I've never knitted my mom's socks before. I've knitted her hats, a lot of hats, but this will be her first pair of hand-knit socks, which is exciting for her and for me. So they look a little crumpled. I haven't blocked the sock or anything yet. I'm waiting so I can get the exact measurements, but yeah, wow, didn't know I could ramble about these socks for that long, so I already talked about them in a podcast ago, so hopefully you're not getting sick of hearing about these if you continue to watch. But anyways, that's on the sock. And I do want to make myself some all the frill socks, or at least a frilly pattern, but I should probably stick with this because I have the pattern. One thing I had talked about in previous podcasts is I am definitely on like a yarn buying budget, but honestly a ban, and I think I've only bought one skein of yarn this year, which is this from my mom's socks, and I just really want to use what I have and appreciate what I have already in my stash, but I also want to appreciate the patterns that I have in my library, because I do have a lot of patterns in my library, and there's a lot of free patterns out there that I've saved, so yeah, I just want to utilize what I have and appreciate what I have, so I think I do want to knit myself some all the frill socks, because they are really cute, and they're shorty, so I mean, perfect for summer, perfect little short sock. Alrighty. Ooh, I kind of forgot that I finished the next thing I'm about to talk about, or half finished it. So these are another pair of half finished socks. What are these called? It's been a while. These are the Aviva Socks. They are so pretty. They are my loves. My little love. Well, I guess only one. I only have one. But these are really fun to knit, at least they were for me. I used the sock set that I got myself for my birthday last year from Capella Luna Fibers. They were a part of her Pacific Northwest collection. I can't really remember what they were called, maybe Sip and Stitch or something like that. But they're really pretty gold brown with a variegated like brown, blue. Kind of looks gray in the camera, but it's not really. It's more of like brown, well, not brown. More of like a orange, light blue, creams. Variegated, you can definitely tell. And I really like the way this pattern knit up with the variegated yarn. So it's not blocked yet either, but you can kind of tell. It's a series of broken rib and lace, like very beginner friendly lace. So if you're a beginner and you want to get into something more intricate than just like a basic sock, this isn't like that intricate, but it looks intricate, you know, and it's fun to knit. I really enjoyed this a lot, and I love looking at it. I actually knit these socks. I'm looking for my book. I don't think I have it in here. But I was reading Kingdom of Ash, which is the last book in now my favorite series ever. And I definitely modeled these after the book cover, but also I read my books, I don't listen to them, so I never can pronounce things in books. But I think the physical place, fantasy place, is called Terracin or Terracin. I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh my gosh. But that is kind of what I modeled these socks after. So these are like my Kingdom of Ash reading socks. I knit these while I was reading Kingdom of Ash. I finished Kingdom of Ash much quicker than I finished these socks, let me tell you, because, oh, this is the only sock I have. Because I have not even started the second one. Wow, I thought I at least started that one, but I guess not. That's okay, I'll start the second one after I finish my mom's socks. Oh yeah, because I need those needles. That's why. But yeah, these are really fun to knit, and I love them, and I'm excited to knit the second one. I'm not in any rush though to knit it. I don't wear my socks a whole lot in the summer just because wool. Well, I was about to say wool isn't very like Texas friendly, but that's not true. I mean, I feel like wool sometimes does a good job even in hot weather. But yeah, I just don't usually wear my hand knit socks in the spring, summer. So I'm just gonna knit on it whenever I want to and not stress about whenever it gets done. But I just love looking at them. I'm trying to think what I want to say about this because honestly it's been a while. I think I knit this like a month or two ago and then just didn't start the second one. But I don't know. I just love the colors in this sock. Let me give you a close-up. Yeah, I just love it. And I'll finish the second one when I finish the second one. Okay, I have one more thing to show y'all. This is not a sock, which might be surprising. I feel like I've been knitting socks constantly. That is probably one of my most favorite things to knit. I used to knit a whole lot of garments, and I just don't anymore. I say that. I'm about to show you one. Can you guess what this is? Oh, it looks so big now that I have it on camera. Like, it looks long. It doesn't feel like I've gotten that far. I've been on this for maybe a month. If you can't tell, if it's not obvious, literally just a rectangle. It's the June top, or it's going to be the June top by Petite Knit. I have had this pattern in my library since last year, maybe 2 years ago, and I started knitting it, and I realized, like, maybe a few inches, I did not get this far at all, as far as I got now, but maybe like 2 or 3 inches in, I realized that my stitches were twisted. And then I tried to cast them on again, and I think at that point, whenever I was knitting, I was very into knitting just like lots of quantity over quality, I guess. Like, I was definitely a faster knitter, and I wanted to be fast because I wanted what was on my needles, which I don't think is bad. Like, you know, you knit stuff so you can wear stuff, or maybe you just knit it to enjoy it. But back then I definitely felt more frustrated whenever I messed up because it felt like I could have been more productive without messing up, obviously. But I really wanted it, and it frustrated me that like I messed up, and so I think I casted it on very quickly afterwards, and again I messed up my stitches. So it just felt cursed. It wasn't cursed, I was probably just going too fast, but now felt like a good time to shake the curse and cast it on, and so far it's going good. I was very, very particular about casting on my stitches though, and I would even, like the first couple rows, or maybe not even rows, inches, honestly, I would look back and make sure that my stitches weren't twisted, even though I just did that like 2 rows ago. So very, very particular about it, made extra sure that I didn't do that. But yeah, it's just been going good. I'm kind of in shock. It looks bigger than I didn't realize I got this far because it is just rounds and rounds of stockinette right now. I'm knitting the size extra small. Oh yeah, because I actually cast it on the size small. Let me be frank, I do not swatch. Unless I'm test knitting something, your girl don't swatch. That's a personal choice. I don't recommend it. It's a personal choice. But I did not swatch, didn't care. I just casted it on, and I just noticed a few inches in that it looked really big. And I like my stuff to be looser, bigger, oversized, but this was like really big. And I actually compared it to a different tank top that I knit a few years ago, one that I really liked the fit of, and it was really big still. So I took a breath, ripped it back, cast it back on, and did the size extra small, and now it looks good so far. I mean, I think. I don't know. I haven't tried it on. Also, I am knitting this in, let's see. I'm knitting this in Barocco Mantra. It's 100% silk. So I am positive that it will grow. I mean, I say that. I'm not positive because I've never knit with silk, especially pure silk. I might have knit with like a silk blend, but it just feels like it's gonna grow, and the gauge is pretty loose to me. It's not like super holy, but it is pretty loose. I feel like I'm confident that it will grow whenever I block it. So not too worried there. It looks good. I think, I don't know. I'm not gonna stress about it. This is no stress Carson. This is my no stress era. Well, I say that. I mean, this is my no stress knit era, I guess. That's more accurate. Yeah, I'm knitting it with this really pretty yellow color. I am pretty confident it does not have an actual name. I was looking at the wrong label. Oh, wow. I know it probably just has... Okay, I think it's color 4443. What a nice name. But it's really pretty yellow. I actually casted on a tank top with this yellow last year. Not a tank top, sorry. A t-shirt. I think it was called... Never mind, I'm not even gonna attempt. But it was a t-shirt with some lace detail, almost like in the socks, like a nice diamond lace detail. And I really liked it, but I didn't finish it. And I think I got confused about where I left off, because I didn't pick it up for a while, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, so let's just start over. So this feels like a good project for it though. And I think I have enough yarn. Like I said, I'm on a yarn budget, ban, whatever you want to call it, but I mean, if I can't finish it, I probably will have to, I don't know. I think I can. I just finished a ball, like literally just finished the first ball, and I think I only have like 3 more inches to go on the body, and then I'll start doing the back and the front and the shoulders, and then I think I finish off with I-cord edge. I-cord edge, I think. That's what it looks like. I'm not someone who reads all the pattern before I dive right in. I just dive right in and go as I go. So we'll see if there are any surprises there, but yeah, I have 2 more balls left, and I think I can do it. If not, I can make it cropped. I like crop stuff, especially in the summer. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I mean, there's not much, just a rectangle or square or whatever, but I have been liking knitting in the round with this yarn specifically, just because it's so easy to work with. It does split a good bit, but like I said, I pretty much look at what I knit most of the time. So I did try to read an audio or listen to an audiobook while knitting. I'm not a big audiobook person, and I tried to force myself to listen to an audiobook while knitting because I really do want to knit more, but reading has just been taking up all my free time, which, to be fair, I have very little free time. But I thought if I could listen to an audiobook and enjoy it, I could knit while I listen. That didn't happen. I mean, it happened, but I didn't finish it like I wanted to. I have been really enjoying going to my library, and I downloaded Libby, which is an app that a lot of libraries use, and I found an audiobook for free that I honestly hadn't heard of, and I'm trying to think I'm trying to think of what it was even called. A Court So Sly and Secretive? No. It was like a court of something. A court of secrets. I don't know. Wow, I'm looking at my window and I think I see like a chrysalis. Is that what that's called? Caterpillar chrysalis? Whenever caterpillars turn into butterflies? Or maybe it's a spider web that have caught caterpillars. Anyways, I don't know. But, what was I saying? A court that lies? I don't know. I don't know. I listened to maybe 2 hours, which is a lot of hours for me, I feel like. And I only had 14 days to listen to it, and I think it just got turned back in today, and I had like 12 hours to go. So yeah, I didn't enjoy it, and I don't know why. I think I'm someone who likes, well, I know, I like to visualize things as I read it on the page in my mind. I have a very visual mind, almost like a video mind. I don't know, like I can just see everything like a movie. And it was not that way whenever I listened to it. My brain did not process it the same as I was reading it. So, unfortunately, at the moment, I can't say I'm loving audiobooks. But maybe I'll try again, because I do want to knit more. But I don't think I actually concluded. So that was it. That was all I have for you. I just kind of rolled into the next section. No acquisitions, like I said, trying to keep it minimal, appreciate what I have. But I would like to I mean, I say this all the time. I feel like this is the book portion. I say, I want to try to make a book portion, but like, no, now it is a book portion. So yeah, I'm just chatting about books now. Sorry if you're here and you're wondering like why you stopped talking about knitting. It's because I'm done. that was all I have. But yeah, oh, actually it's not. I totally forgot. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm wearing, for the first time in a while, a piece that I knitted last year. This is the square tee, and as you can tell, it's a square neck tee. I knit this in Barocco. Good question, Carson. What is it called? Barocco. Oh man. Medina. Barocco Medina, and it's a really cool, I don't know if it's variegated, but it's definitely stripy, marley. It's a lot of different things. It was fun to knit with. I would like to try this yarn out again in a different colorway, because they have lots, but just a basic square tee, and this is honestly one of my most wearable knits, and I kind of want to make more in different colors, like sage green, or even, oh, I could have used that yarn that I had that I'm using with the June top, because it's DK weight. Oh yeah, the June top was DK weight. I feel like I'm leaving a lot out today. I'm sorry, my brain is slightly frazzled. Ooh, moving back into books. I am reading tomorrow, and tomorrow. So yeah, I just finished with a bunch of fantasy books. I finished, come on, think. I'm looking around for them. A Throne of Glass, I finished that. That is my all-time favorite series now. Agatar used to be my number one. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Same author. Throne of Glass. Top book series ever. So that was a ride. Loved it. After that, what did I read? Oh man. I need to go back and look. Because I've been reading a lot. Oh, I read Powerless, which I really enjoyed. That's also like on my top 5. I think that book is coming back out. That book is number 2 is being released this summer, I think. So that's exciting. I also just finished the Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. It was really good, really entertaining. It was definitely YA fantasy though, and I don't know, which I guess Throne of Glass kind of is too. I think I like adult fantasy though. I think I'm growing up. Yeah, I don't know, but oh yeah. So now I'm reading tomorrow. I don't think this is fantasy. I am only that much in, like not quite halfway, and I don't think it's fantasy. This is kind of about video games, and I'm not a video game girl, but I still enjoy this. It's definitely a different style of writing than I'm used to, just because I've been so into like high-fae fantasy, and this is different, but it's good. Right now, there's not much romance or anything. It's more about friendship, but it's a good book. I've heard this is a lot of people's favorite book, actually, so I'm excited. I mean, it hasn't been a super quick read for me. It's been more slow. But like I said, it's probably because I'm so into fantasy. So this is kind of like a palate cleanser for me and just something different. So I'm excited. I'm enjoying it. Y'all, that's it. That's all I have. Thank you for joining. My voice is shot, so I'm going to end it here and go drink some more tea. I know, maybe that was fast. I don't know. I'm also a rambler, so could have gone either way. Time could have just sped up, and I have no idea. But thanks for sticking around, especially if you're new here, if you're with the Knitathon. Oh, I hope I said Knitathon earlier. My brain. I'll worry about that later. If you're here with the Knitathon, thank you for joining. Excited to have you here, and if you have no idea what the Knitathon is, like I said, go check out the link below. I will tag Pia and I'll post the lineup schedule below so you can go check out all the other podcasters. I believe some might be in Danish. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That's it. And like I said, I'll also post the next podcaster in line who has the next hour, I guess, ahead of me. So yeah, hopefully y'all can just, sit, knit, chat all day. Alrighty, I'll leave y'all here. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see y'all next time.